Hello everybody and welcome to today's Destiny video. So in today's video I am going to be talking about melee ranges and how they differ from class to class. To perform a fair test I made sure I had a stationary target to ensure the range always stayed the same. I start on the stairs and slowly creep towards the thrall until the melee connects. So let's start with the infamous Warlock melees. And more to the point, let's start with the Sunsinger. The Scorch melee is known for being OP, so let's see how close you have to be for it to connect. Whoa, you see that range? Now let's see how the melee performs with no charge. It's literally identical. The ranges are identical, even without charge. We will see how this compares with other classes later on. The Voidwalker melee energy drain isn't as notorious as Flameshield's Scorch, but it is still powerful nonetheless. Let's see how it does. What? So it has exactly the same range as Scorch. This isn't too surprising to be honest, but when we compare these ranges with other classes, things start to become pretty eye-opening. I will only do one test per class for the non-charged melees, as each subclass from one class are identical. Let's move on to the Hunter. We'll start with the Blade Dancer's melee Blink Strike first. As you can see, it has exactly the same range as all of the Warlock melees. This is pretty surprising. I actually expected it would be a little bit closer to connect. Now let's try that again with no charge. That was pretty pathetic in comparison. If you're using Fast Twitch with this, then you pretty much have an infinite charge on this melee, so that doesn't really matter. And it also means that that perk is kind of more relevant now that I know this. Okay, so let's have a look at the Gunslinger for some fun. Obviously they have throwing knives which technically have the most range from all classes, but it's difficult to class this as a true melee. Last but not least, the Titan. We will start with the Striker Titan's Storm Fist. Titans are known for their poor range. Let's see how true this is. Well, so far the talk holds true. The Storm Fist has terrible range. Let's do that again with no charge. Wow, exactly the same range as a fully charged melee. Let's move on to the Defender Titan's Disintegrate. I don't really expect that much magic out of this one. And I was right to believe that it's terrible. Obviously, we can see that the Titans have the worst range across their whole arsenal. Okay, so now that we have seen all 6 subclasses perform, let's summarise. The Warlock and the Hunter both have access to pretty dangerous melee ranges, with the Flame Shield of the Sunsinger to the clutch throwing knives of the Gunslingers. Titans seem to have trouble holding up to these. I am aware that Titans have access to shoulder charge, but it is way more situational than just pressing one button to melt somebody. I think this would be easily balanced by bringing the uncharged Warlock melee down in range and increasing both charged Titan melees. And I think Hunters are actually in a pretty good spot at the moment. In conclusion, if you want a good melee class, use a Warlock. All the time. Okay, that does it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, then flick that like button below, and you may as well subscribe while you're down there. If you want to follow my daily life, my Twitter is in the description as well. Thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye, Guardians.